Hello everybody, I'm Mr. Cruz. Welcome to History 1010, World Problems, Madonna University online class. This is the winter term of 2017. If you are not in this class and you are receiving this video, something's wrong. Let me know right away so I don't bombard you with emails throughout the semester that you don't really need. Perhaps you registered for the class and then dropped. Okay, so I want to welcome you to the class. It's a cool class. It's a 1010, basic 101 level class. We're going to learn what's going on in the world. Read some articles. Not everything is from an American perspective. We're going to read about what's going on in Southeast Asia, Europe, Latin America, Russia. Right? Is Russia part of Europe or Asia? We're going to try to cover a lot. And the benefit of this is, regardless of what profession you're going in, we really live in a global economy. And you want to be able to talk about things that are going on in the world. You want to kind of have, some upper level discussions on things. So, class should be an A. Most students get A's or B's in my classes. I'll explain in a minute how you want to do that. We're going to go over the syllabus just a little bit. I'm not going to read you the whole syllabus. You know how to read. Go over this, the basics, what everybody's looking for. And some tips for online success. Online classes can be very convenient, can be very nice, but sometimes they can be a disaster. I'll go over how we make sure that does not happen. We want this to be a positive experience for you, and for me. I try to keep everything positive. This is a little bit about me. My educational background's over here. I was a student at Madonna University. I had this class. I had Mr. Dent for this class. Professor Dent, very good teacher. And I was actually a nursing student many, many years ago. When I came to Madonna, and I changed my major to history because of this class and because of Mr. Dent. And I went on to have some great professors, and Professor Bozick, Dr. Hoyer, Professor Crownover, had some really good instructors at Madonna. And after that, I headed to Eastern and got my master's in history. Then after that, I got my master's in teaching and became a certified teacher through the state of Michigan. And I'm currently finishing up an ed specialist degree over at Wayne State University. So I've been a student many, many years. I understand sometimes life can happen. While I was doing these 3 degrees right here, I was working 10 hours a night in the factory for the Ford Motor Company. So I know what it's like. I know you got other things going on in your life besides this class. If you run into any problems, please let me know. There's no problem that can come up we cannot figure out a solution. Only people that ever fail my class, they either disappear and they just, stop doing the work. Other than that, please let me know. We can email, we can talk, we can meet at Madonna. I'm not that far away. I also teach at Schoolcraft College, and I'm in the Livonia area often. I do have a pretty tight schedule, so if you give me enough notice, maybe a 48-hour notice, I can meet with you. And sometimes, things need a face-to-face to try to explain what's going on. Okay, a little picture of my wife and I. She is also an educator. She's a math teacher. It's us and our 3 dogs. Okay, so here's some tips. I took online classes, I think, for the first time when I was getting my first master's at Eastern Michigan. This was a time when online classes were relatively new, and it sounded good. It sounded like, I can stay home, sit in my apartment, drink my tea, and don't have to go to class. Sounded great. I hated it. I really hated being a student online. And most of it was my fault. I had a good teacher and everything, but I'll let you know some of the things didn't go well for me. I really liked a traditional lecture. I still do. I love the one-on-one with teachers, group discussions with my classmates. Online wasn't for me. I absolutely hated it. I never took one again. But I don't want you to have a negative experience. I want you to have a positive experience. So let's go over some of the do's. 1, check your email. I will be in touch with you. Hopefully I don't bother you too much, but I will be in touch with you to remind you of due dates, what you should be doing right now. If I get a lot of emails on the same issue, I'll shoot out a quick one to everybody to try to be proactive instead of reactive and try to help you out, keep your stress level low. Read the syllabus. It's not that long. Go over everything. Large portion of student concerns and questions can be answered if they just simply read the syllabus. But if you need further explanation, I'm more than happy to do that. But please make sure you read the syllabus. But check your email regularly. Work on the material a little bit each day. If you just do a little bit each day, it's going to be very low stress. You're going to learn a lot, and you're going to work smart instead of working hard. So just do a little bit each day. You'll be fine. If you need anything, if something's confusing, again, there's a lot of good things about online classes, but something can be lost in the online format. And sometimes it's better, you need a little more explanation. I know I did. When I had my online class, I made several appointments with my instructor. Again, I really didn't care for online classes as a student. It just didn't really work well for me. But I made several appointments, and good thing I did. I still pulled out a good grade, but because of that one-on-one, that's what I really needed. So if you need that, please ask. We can email. I can meet you again at Madonna. Just please give me about 48 hours notice for an appointment. My schedule is pretty tight, but I can make time for my students always. Complete all the assignments. Sounds like common sense, but missing assignments or half-done assignments don't really cut it. Again, your goal is to get an A in here. It's a 101 class, regardless of your major. I would love nothing more than everybody in the class gets an A, right? I'm not trying to fail anybody. I don't take pride in a high failure rate, etc. Here's some of the don'ts. It's what we don't want to do. Just check Blackboard once in a while or email once in a great while. And the number one cause, in my opinion, as an instructor, I've taught a lot more online classes than I've taken. But it wasn't, a lot of it was my fault. I did procrastinate, not having a class to go to, nobody reminding me to do the work. I found myself procrastinating a lot, and I really dug myself in a hole. In retrospect, I had a horrible game plan for that online class, and it created a lot of stress. So don't procrastinate. The way I break down the syllabus and everything, it's timed out really nicely. And you'll see, we just do kind of like one thing at a time. This class is structured to be one step at a time, low stress. And I always let you know what should you be doing right now. Don't try to do everything at once. It's just do one thing at a time. Don't skip assignments. Again, sounds like common sense, but people skip assignments, or maybe they didn't check for a couple weeks online. You got a life, you got things going on. And you didn't bother checking, and an entire assignment just passed you by, and now it's closed, now it's over, you can't do it. And now you got a 0, now it's a negative experience. Don't be rude on the discussion board. Usually 99% of the time, this isn't even an issue. We just had, the country's very polarized, right? People have different opinions. Just be respectful to others, and be proud of what, your personal beliefs are. I don't believe a professor should try to push an agenda. Like my personal politics, my personal opinion should be irrelevant here. If you're a Trump supporter, good for you. Be proud of that. If you were a Hillary Clinton supporter, good for you. Be proud of that. Just understand not everybody agrees with you, and it's okay. If you're a moderate, a liberal, a conservative, whatever, however you categorize yourself, or maybe you don't know, maybe you just hate politics in general. Be proud of your opinion. I feel my job as your instructor is not to give you my opinion, but is to make sure you have an informed opinion rather than, simply an opinion. If, you voted for Donald Trump, you should bring more to the table than, I voted for Trump because I hate Hillary. You should be able to explain some of his policies, what you like about him, what you think the President-elect Trump can do, etc. If you were a Hillary supporter, you should bring more than the table than just, well, I'm voting for Hillary because I always vote Democratic, and Trump will destroy this country. Bring more to the table. What's her policy? Maybe bring in Secretary Clinton's experience over the years in politics. Bring something substantial. Have an informed opinion rather than just an opinion, right? That's kind of our goal here. So on the discussion board, be proud of what you believe in And we're going to have some controversial topics, things like gun control, abortion, immigration. These are, really important topics to people. And regardless of what side you're on, a lot of times, I've seen really good people, educated people, they just cannot comprehend for the life of them, how in the world could somebody be pro-life, or how in the world could somebody be pro-choice? They can't believe anybody in their right mind would vote for Hillary Clinton, or they can't believe any sane person would vote for Donald Trump. We want to try to, be a little more understanding and kind of just use this class as an opportunity in this discussion board. Hear what the other side has to say. It's good to read and learn things that don't just support a pre-existing opinion. Right? It's hard to learn anything like that. So, have an open mind. Be proud of your personal beliefs, but, let's keep it civil. Okay, the student presentation, which we'll talk about later. That's my favorite part of the online class. When I first started doing student presentations online, people were asking me, how in the heck do you do student presentations online? Well, you're going to do exactly what I'm doing here. I'm using Screencast-O-Matic. There's several. Most of the time, students end up finding a better way to make a video than I do, and their videos are better than mine. Mine's pretty basic. I like Screencast-O-Matic. It's pretty simple. It's free. Don't skip a student presentation. It's a large part of your grade. Okay, so I want to go over the syllabus a little bit. Let me see if I can do this here. That's what Screencast-O-Matic looks like. That's what I'm using. Oh, there's an email. Oh, there's my screensaver. Where'd my syllabus go? Here we go. Syllabus. So syllabus should have been emailed to you. I'm not going to read everything. You can read. The discussion board, when we post the first discussion board, I'll walk you through it, show you how to do it. Right now, we're not going to worry about that. Read it over. It's not that long. Here's the thing with the points, right? The grades. Form 1, you get 10 points. Form 2, you get 10 points. Student presentation, 20. Midterm, 20. Form 3, 10. Form 4, 10. Final exam, 20. Don't try to take all this on right now. Let's just worry about what we're doing right now. So what are we doing right now? All we're doing right now is worrying about Form 1, okay? So it's January 9th. If you're watching this Monday morning, I'm doing this video Sunday night on the 8th. But January 9th, all you're going to do is read the articles. There's 4 articles to read, and there's 2 videos to watch. Okay, so here's Blackboard. I'm looking at this on the student preview. This is how it should look to you. Just go to announcements. I try to keep things simple. Syllabus is under syllabus. Most of what you need is going to be under announcements. Then when the discussion board opens up, you'll go to discussion board. Right now, nothing on the discussion board. Don't worry about it. All you have to do right now is read these 4 articles. That's some New Yorker articles, Economist, BBC, and watch these 2 videos from Meet the Press. You got like 10 days. Just read them and watch them. Maybe have some notes handy. So right now, that's all you have to do. There's nothing to turn in. There's nothing to post. There's no discussion board to take part in yet. Just click on these and read them and watch them. And again, have some notes on the side. Okay, let's get back to this. So the do's and don'ts we went over. Oops. Okay, so I will keep you updated with this. What are we supposed to be doing right now? Because that's where a lot of problems come in with online classes. Not knowing what's going on, staying away for too long. Right now, here it is. Read the 4 articles, watch the 2 videos. You have till January 19th. You got 10 days. Got roughly 10 days. Just read, watch. There's nothing to write. There's nothing to turn in. There's nothing to post. So just relax. Keep it stress-free. And I highly recommend just read a little bit each day. Don't wait till January 19th to do all of this, right? Your brain's not wired to learn like that. Do a little bit each day. Okay, welcome to the class. I hope this video helped. If you need anything, shoot me an email. My Gmail goes right to my phone. I can answer you faster on my Gmail. MikeCruzDetroit@gmail.com. It's on the syllabus. Okay, have a good one. Take care.